Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the WCS qualifier number 2 for Europe. It's season 2 of WCS in 2014, and one of these two players is about to be knocked out. It's a little unfortunate because it's still fairly early in the brackets and they got quite some time to go, but we'll see what ends up happening. Spawning here in the top left corner of the map in these awful cross-spawn locations. I'll talk about that more in a moment. Personal preference, it's going to be the red Terran player, Thorzain, from Evil Geniuses. But his opponent in the lower right, from the Beastie Boys, that's when I start playing the music, it's going to be the great Terran player, Beastyqt. Okay, sorry, just the awkward pause there because I had to make sure I time out the stream properly. So yeah, that was a very interesting one we hopped into. I don't have any idea what game one looked like still. I don't know if it was an 11-11, if it was a whatever happened, but the Cheese got BC ahead in the series, but Thorzain was able to bring it back. This is a map that might end up being another macro game. It's hard to really say though. Its big size can be really deceptive. For TVTs, there's very few all-ins that really work anymore, and a lot of them are countered by that quicker Banshee that comes out, especially with a cloak associated with it. Beastyqt had this one build that I followed all the way to Masters, and I'm not kidding. Like TVT 100% win rate back in Wings of Liberty, because he had this really cool like Raven tank all-in build, and it was a lot of fun, and it's really it's still, in my opinion, could be strong if not for the Banshee, but I doubt we're gonna see that out of him this game. We saw some awkward Reaper scuffling, rather. One thing I'd like to talk about though before we get too thick into the cast, guys, is this map. It's one you guys may not have seen much. Waystation does get vetoed quite a bit over the experience of the last week and a half I've seen. But it's going to be cross spawn locations no matter what, guaranteed. 100% cross spawn, but the problem is it's either top left and bottom right like it is right now, or top right and bottom left down here. The way you spawn drastically influences the way the map will kind of be affected, I feel, because it's significantly longer this way, and Beastie is toying with Thorzain. What do you... Alright, he's literally just playing with it for the time being. One of the downsides to spawning in these locations is your ramp, or not your ramp, rather your natural base. It takes forever to wall off. This is huge, guys. This is way bigger than 2 depots, a bunker, and 2 depots. You have to invest a little bit more into it to make it fully walled off. On top of this, too, just a small side note, an Easter egg. Zombie Gun and I noticed this by accident, but there's like a Horde and Alliance symbols on this map, so I guess the map maker was probably a World of Warcraft fan. Just kind of a cool little Easter egg to point out while we get into this. Anyways, first Reaper coming across and should ideally get into Thorzain's base. Yeah, there's nothing really stop it. That earlier command center is going to be spotted right away. Set back. Thorzain will actually get the SCV in discount, curiously enough. And, if there was a reactor coming down, he actually blocks it. Kind of funny, I guess. And they're just going to get killed on that.
First blood.
Well, on the other side of the map, we still have that one Reaper dancing around a little bit, trying to scurry around this command center, pick off an SCV or two, maybe pay him back. Or not pay him back, well, he just got first blood. What am I saying here? He killed Thorzain, so I got that mixed up in my head. As for people suggesting I drink coffee or an espresso machine, for those who don't know, this is a weird trait. I don't know why, this scumbag body. Whoa, that is, what? What is that? Why did he move that? That's supposed to be there to block off the... Okay, whatever. Anyways, I don't drink hot liquids. I hate soup. I don't like coffee, and I can't drink hot chocolate unless it's been cooled down. I don't know what it is. Something... It's like not a preference thing. I just literally can't handle hot liquids. So call me a pussy if you like. That's why I drink energy drinks, because it's the caffeine thing I can do. I know he's... Reapers are going to get back up here. Oh, they don't pick up a Marine, but at the cost of the Reaper. Big thing for him to scout is still no second gas. There might be a starport on the way, but that's nothing scary. That's probably going to be for a medevac, if anything, and Beastie knows this. So he's going to start producing. The Banshee might end up actually staying at home, depending on how scared he is of this. And that is going to be the medevac coming across the map. This build, I wouldn't say directly counters medevacs, but what Thorzain's doing counters people who just go for like a lot of Marines early on and skip any sort of further production. This is going to hurt for Beastie, because the idea for Thorzain, of course, is you lift your Marines across the map and then run the Hellions beside it, so you'll come across the map, but Thorzain's going to have 4 Hellions, no, 5 Hellions rather, 7 Hellions, or 6 Hellions rather, I'm getting too excited about math, and 6 Marines, so Beastie, even if he gets the Banshee out, the problem is without this wall off to keep the Hellions out of the base, they're just going to run right on by everything. They'll take on Beastie's 3 Hellions, no problem. Now he's going to follow this up with a Viking, because I think he knows Beasty may also be doing the Banshee, but the Banshee heading across the map, this could very well cost him the game. It's so silly, guys. I've seen worse things happen to better players, but let's see if this ends up happening or not. Well, I guess you couldn't really find much better players. These guys are pretty darn good. But the Hellions are revealed, and Beasty is going to try and engage into this. If the Hellions go down, it's so unfortunate. You have to maneuver Hellions so perfectly. But as they start falling, the Marines are revealed, and that Banshee is going to really wish he was at home right now. He's going to lose the Hellion fight on top of this, too. Lifts up that Hellion to keep it alive for one last hit. But given chase, SCVs are falling, and on top of this, let's not forget, there's not a lot of production for Beasty to deal with this. The Marines can't be matched by other Marines. Hellions are going to be the only choice, but he lost most of his Hellions, sadly. He can still lift the command center and bring it to safety. Meanwhile, this Banshee got across the map and was met with a turret, so very little got done, unfortunately. This barracks in the middle of nowhere, wishing it was home right now. Beasty going to take some shots. Hellions do pop out. Unfortunately, though, his mech is revealed. Whether that's going to matter or not, oh, it's not even mech. I take that back. Sorry. I'm so stupid right now. Just trying to focus on what's going on because these Marines, there's no answer. Beastyqt in a lot of trouble. GG taps out. Thorzain, ladies and gentlemen, will be your victor of this series and continue on to the brackets. Congratulations to him.